That's fucking talent right there.
Definitely, I remember everything.
I mean, it's a 50-50 toss-up, and I would have pounded your fucking fist either way.
I'll say once I graduated, I really stopped buying physical dicks.
Why can't you be like a normal person in society and sit there and shut the fuck up, man? That's the Captain Major right there. Oh my god.
Alrighty. Ooh, despite me feeling sick, this weekend was pretty sick, to be honest.
I see what you did there. And I respect it, but I also fucking hate that you just did that to me. Not gonna lie. It's like it was good,
but cheesy.
But it was you know, it's like a dad joke. Some of them are funny, but you're like,
it's like a super disappointing dad joke. You're just like, damn it. It's almost like, damn it, I let him do that.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I'll let you get away with that.
I let you get away, and now I'm upset about it.
Yeah. You know who else is upset?
Atlanta FaZe?
No, all the Huntsman fans. For sure.
I mean, yes and no. Like,
they beat the team that won the whole thing earlier.
Okay, can we break this down? Because...
Please.
I'm happy that they beat FaZe. Oh, first off, rewind. I'm happy that they finally got to match up. I don't know
you're jumping straight into Sunday? All right. Okay. Sure.
I'm glad they got to match up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw my excitement between Saturday night and today, but I expressed it a lot on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's happening.
Everybody stay calm.
And then, so I'm happy that happened. I'm glad that they won.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's like winning a fight against a veteran fighter that should have retired years ago. Like, I don't feel like we competed against FaZe in like the prime of the season. Like, I think there was a lot of shit going on between the like getting banned from scrims or getting shadow punished from scrims and shit like that.
Shadow punished.
Shadow punished.
I like it.
And also the constant changing of the, what do you call that? The meta.
Mm-hmm.
I think it made FaZe weaker than what they should have been. And I think Chicago beat a weaker FaZe than what I would have liked to see.
So you wanted to see FaZe win? This is where I'm confused. Because if you play FaZe...
Hold on, my audio just kicked out. Give me 1 second.
Oh, no. Matt broke it, dude. Matt broke it, did the whole thing.
There you go. Say that again?
Yeah. So you want to see FaZe beat the Huntsman then?
No, I wanted to see the FaZe that you saw during LAN and the Chicago that you saw during LAN. That's what I wanted to see.
If FaZe are in the 10 mil MP5 Merc 4 grip meta, play anybody, they smoke them. On LAN.
Mm-hmm.
They smoke them. They were frying everybody. Except the Minnesota Rocker. That's it. They smoked everybody else.
I don't know. Do you think that win was deserved? Mm-hmm. Like, obviously they 3-0'd them. They destroyed them. But
well, they're close matches, but except for the search. The search was
amazing. And even the Domo was amazing. Like, we can't deny Pristini and his 15 kill streak.
Yeah. No, the performance was impressive, but it's not like you were looking at it going, holy shit, man. The FaZe can't move. They're getting fried. Like, you know,
it's just like, FaZe. I don't... Like, maybe you can help rectify this, but to me, I felt like the meta changes helped Chicago beat FaZe, not just Chicago beat FaZe.
Correct. The meta change worked out better for Huntsman than probably 99% of... than the rest of the teams, really.
Yeah.
It helps them the most. Well, I guess it also helps New York.
Yeah.
But
well, wasn't it also New York that beat FaZe?
No. No.
No, it was Toronto.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, was it?
Okay, hold on. I got Google open. Yeah, sorry. LA beat no.
No, it was Toronto. Yeah, Toronto.
It was
beat FaZe.
Toronto.
Toronto beat FaZe. Oh yeah, that was game 5.
Game
and
5.
This time, FaZe did not clutch up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that sent them to the Huntsman side.
I don't know. That's just my thing. Is I'm glad they won, but a part of me feels like we won against like a beaten horse.
Yeah, but I mean, every single team is under the exact same circumstances. That's why I don't think the same way that you're thinking.
Yeah.
Every single team had to adjust to this new style. And on Friday, you were seeing teams experiment. Nobody knew how many ARs to actually run in competitive. Some were running 3, some were running 2, some were running 4. Nobody really knew what the preferred thing was, and some teams thrive off of figuring shit out quicker, understanding how to abuse shit early.
Yes.
And Huntsman is kind of one of those teams. They figure shit out quick, and then when the skill gap shortens, they don't perform as well. Maybe that's because they take their foot off the gas. I don't know, but it definitely helped the Huntsman.
Yeah, and I think if you're a Huntsman fan, you're still happy. Like, it's still a good position for Chicago to be in, especially with FaZe getting dropped during the semis. Couldn't have gone any better. Like, if it was Chicago and FaZe in the final, either way, like, that wouldn't have been as helpful as the situation is.
Yeah, right now they're down 30 points in the standings, and they're even on like events played.
Yeah.
So, they're right where they want to be. If you finish 1-2 in this league, you are in a prime spot to do well come champs.
Yes.
So they're right where they need to be right now.
And, okay. Let's rewind.
Dude, you jumped into Sunday. You don't tell me to fucking rewind.
I wanted to bring it up just because I was having this conversation in my head, and I just wanted to get it out of my head.
Okay.
Okay.
We did it. Okay.
Let's go to Friday.
Okay.
What were some of your highlights for Friday? Because Friday, all days were pretty nuts. Friday was pretty crazy to start off with. Because
Friday was crazy. I don't think anything like the only thing that I think I was mostly surprised by just was the fact that Huntsman came out as strong as they did. I did not. I mean, that's what I said, bro. If I shit on the Huntsman, I'm happy to be shocked.
Yeah,
and I know the Huntsman fans like to throw it in my face. So the fact that London didn't beat them is good for me.
Yeah, once again, our predictions were completely wrong, but it meant that we got a very good event out of it. So
you got Huntsman in the final, bro. I got to keep shitting on them. They'll make finals.
I mean, that definitely was very odd out of Chicago to be so strong so early. So
I agree.
It was crazy to see that.
But I also think that's because people didn't know what to do right away.
And then, even watching Paris play was just I don't know what you do with that team.
I mean, they're kind of, if you look at that roster, they're kind of where you would expect them to be in the league, to be fair. When that roster was put together, I'm pretty sure in the power rankings, they were last. Before events were even played, just because of star power and just the players on that team, their track records and everything, and how we thought it would mesh, people had them ranked last in the power rankings. And I think, I like the guys on Paris, but I think when it stacks up to the rest of the league, they are a bottom 4 team.
But
I don't think there's a way out of it.
It just feels so weird because you're seeing a different correlation with the other teams, right? You're seeing the metas change, and as a direct result, you're seeing teams that would normally be in the bottom 4 ascend and actually be worthy competitors. Toronto and New York, for that matter. New York, obviously, but like even Toronto had an amazing showing this weekend.
Yeah, but the reality of competition, someone's got to come in last.
Yeah,
and a lot of times, you're not going to look good when you're coming in last. Just the way it is. I mean, like, you know, they've put up some strong fights in maps and in series, but just other teams are just fucking better. Like, you know, like they play Toronto, which is unfortunate. Toronto's shown that they're like a strong team.
Clean XB cleaning up, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, Kleenex is twisted, and then they beat the Gorillas. So
yeah, and Gorillas had a really good showing in the previous event that they were in.
Yeah, and then came to this one and only won one fucking game.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I mean. Like, it's not like Paris isn't showing any signs of life.
Yeah,
it's just, you know, it's a little tough with. It's a little tough trying to fight your way up when everybody above you is also so fucking good.
Yeah.
Because like, man.
So was it Friday? Because like there was a couple records broken this weekend. Like, Abizi got his what was it, 10 kill streak in S&D. That was Friday, 11. Right? 11.
It was 11. Yeah, I'm not sure what day it was, but yeah, it was 11.
Yeah, I think that was the Friday because I saw the tweet in the evening after I finished watching UFC and not streaming. Oops.
Yeah. We'll have to put out a tweet saying when we're postponing that too, or if we're just not doing one this week.
I might be able to.
We'll do it after. We'll talk about it when we're done here.
But
yeah, I don't know, man. FaZe, it was weird because with the meta change, Abizi looked better with a shittier gun than earlier on in the year when the MP5 was busted.
Yeah.
It made no sense, bro. He had the highest KD going into Sunday out of everybody. And he's running an MP5 on every single map. And the M4 in this current meta is just fucking stupid how good it is.
Yeah.
And he's their main sub, and he was the best player going to Sunday. By far. The shit he was doing against Paris was broken.
Yeah.
It was, like, disgusting.
Yeah.
He played well against Toronto. They just, that is what it is.
It is what it is.
And by is what it is, I mean, Priest needs to learn how to play Hackney Dom, because fuck, that's man. Twice now that it's been, like, double neg bad. So I don't know what he's doing on that map. I don't know if he knows what he's fucking doing on that map. I love you, Priesta, but it's tough, homie.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's he's just not in the position he should be in. Because I mean, what was Priest's position normally? Like he was when he was with 100 Thieves. He was like the kids that rushed forward with the sub. He was the aggressor.
He's a grappled sog, yeah.
Yeah. And then
he was first man in.
But then I feel like in this version of Call of Duty, he's like not the last guy in the back, but not the people in the front aggressor. He's just kind of just in the middle sitting there.
Yeah, he'd be a flex in this game.
But I don't see him flexing.
Well, I mean, Simp wanted to flex with the new meta, so you're going to tell your fucking MVP, no, let me do it, you know?
Right, like I don't know. What do you think Priest is just not showing up, or do you think he's being put in a position where he can't be the aggressor and he's just sitting back and getting destroyed as a result?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it's. I mean, it's mostly Hackney Dom. He played pretty well in the other parts of the game, but Hackney Dom in back-to-back events. Last event versus Florida, his Hackney Dom, I think he was like 4-21 at some point.
Yeah.
This event, his Hackney Dom, he was like 9-19 when I saw the scoreboard, and I was like, "Sheesh, my dude, you gotta figure it out."
Yeah, I don't know if they just has FaZe ever picked Hackney Dom.
I don't know how the picks work.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I don't know. If you're Priesta, do you just play Hackney Dom for like the next week?
I think if I'm Priesta, I try something fucking new because whatever he's doing isn't working. So whether that means he has to sit down with the teammates and be like, "Hey, you guys need to teach me how to play Hackney Dom," or run a different gun, or like you got to try something. But it seems like he was just like, "I played bad this weekend. Let's go on to the next one," and like they didn't address what he did wrong personally.
Yeah,
because I mean everybody else is kind of sitting where they should be. Everybody's getting around a 1, kind of what you expect, and then he was just Hackney Dom's his kryptonite, bro. I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Yeah, I mean, ideally they watched their game footage in those, especially this weekend where he got destroyed both times.
Mm-hmm.
Should really look into what's going on there and see if he's just not in the right position, if he needs a bigger weapon on him, or if he needs a new position because.
Or he just fucking veto Hackney. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just play Gunrunner or some shit because fuck me, dude. I don't like seeing that.
They probably be better in Gunrunner.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't like seeing mistakes happen twice without it getting
acknowledged,
or even acknowledged. Like if it doesn't get corrected, but you've tried something, it is what it is. But I mean, seeing a player of Priest's caliber having that kind of performance on the same map in back-to-back events, it's like, all right, what are we doing? And I usually don't like to single out players. I usually like to say it's a team problem. But I mean, like, it's a glaring
obvious thing for like the last 3 events that Priest has been in.
Yeah,
he's the least performing of the members.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's fucking Warzone duos, because I mean they're just gonna go camp in a room and he's gonna win the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
because I mean, I fucking called it. I was like, wait, Priest is playing in this? He's winning that shit.
Yeah,
homie plays all the Warzone,
and maybe that's a factor too. I don't know.
Could be
maybe a little too much Warzone.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I do agree with what you said with the.
They do have a break here because their next event is not until Toronto.
No, they have 2 more. They're at this next one, I'm pretty sure.
No, they're not. It's Empire.
Oh, no, there's only 2 more events. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. For some reason, my brain still thought there was 3, but we just finished the 3rd last one. That's why.
Yeah, no, they have until the end of July.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's back to back to back, dude.
Yeah.
Like, next weekend there's a tournament, and then the weekend after that there's another tournament. We're partying, dude. We are fucking partying.
Partying like crazy. Okay, so then we can move into...
Huntsman and FaZe aren't at the next one.
Yeah.
They wait till Toronto. Dude, Toronto better be fucking lit.
The only thing I'm scared about is Florida gets the last 2 events.
Oh, so Florida's finishing top 2. I can guarantee you that. So one of them's getting bumped.
Yeah, one of them's getting bumped, so...
Huntsmen have to basically win Toronto to steal the event, or to steal 2nd place from FaZe.
Yeah.
Provided Dallas doesn't fuck shit up for them.
Which they could, too.
Because I'm pretty sure Dallas is at both.
Dallas is...
100% at both.
Yep. And Seattle, dude.
Well, that's chalked. Seattle's chalked. They are the first ones eliminated from Champs 2020. Mark my words. Them and Paris, first 2 gone, for sure. For sure. Okay, so then we move on to Saturday. Some, glaring, obvious points about Saturday is Minnesota gets 2 bopped. Well, it's not glaring, bro. We kind of expected it at this point. They fucking suck online. They literally suck online. They can't do it.
Vikings don't know how to use the internet, dude.
Yeah, they fucking suck online. Like, honestly, to me, I'm not expecting them to make semis basically from here till fucking the end of the year. Because everything's online, they just don't have. They're not onliners. I don't know. They were great online, but their online play is just not. It's not good.
And then once again, like, Saturday was probably the most shocking day because
Paris beating Gorillas was a fucking huge slap in the face. I was not ready for that.
I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for Toronto to get the win against FaZe.
Neither was I. Cammy is a lord.
Yeah.
Kleenex is a lord.
And then Chicago clutching it at the end there with New York because of Formal.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Formal S my poppy.
Formal S my poppy.
That's what I'm saying. I did not expect Chicago to play this well.
No.
Until the final. They did not play that well in the final, but and then Gorillas. I definitely expected Gorillas to beat Paris. I was very shocked that they lost that, and they got swept on that. London making it kind of where I wanted them to, except I kind of had this feeling Chicago was going to suck at the beginning. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I think historically it was safe to assume that they were going to start slow and then ramp up. But no, this event they decided to fucking go off.
Yeah, come out guns a-blazing. And then New York beating London. I wasn't really surprised. Like once Saturday kind of like started rolling, basically after FaZe lost.
Yeah,
it was kind of like everything kind of went not like according to plan, but like everything was inside the realm of possibility.
Yes.
Like we know Gorillas aren't the strongest team. We've seen them be like getting better. I definitely would have predicted Paris to lose that, but Paris decided to show up for a series, and that was it.
And then
I don't know.
So how did that? So then Saturday ended with Atlanta eliminating Paris, and then New York eliminating London.
Yeah.
Then we move on to CDL Sunday, dude.
CDL Sunday, the day of 3-0s. I expected to be watching COD all fucking day, and I only watched COD for like 2 hours. Because I watched COD for 2 hours, and half of it was Warzone, for fuck's sakes.
I mean, that basically was Sunday. It was like, watching. That was insane.
Watch Warzone, and then fucking the hottest 3-0s, which has never happened before.
And like, as an event, I don't know if you really want that to happen on CDL Sunday. Like, you kind of want to see Game 5s.
Yeah, Sunday you want good series. I mean, the matches were all pretty close, with the exception of, I think FaZe Chicago was like the most dominant.
FaZe Chicago was definitely the most dominant. Yeah. New York and Toronto, it was sweats, but just New York just was able to come in at the end. I mean, like the Domo at the end was like, I literally thought they were going to go to a Game 4, and then just Toronto unfortunately couldn't hold it the last 8 seconds, and then New York took it. Like it was those kind of games.
Yeah, and then same thing with the final. Like, I mean, it was a sweep, but it didn't. Like the matches were all close.
Yeah, it wasn't a complete domination, but it was.
No, the biggest domination was the fucking one we all thought was going to be the closest.
Yeah, which was FaZe and Huntsman.
Yeah, and that might be the best Huntsman team I've ever seen in my life. They played 3 games and then decided, fuck it. Beating FaZe is more important than winning an event, because they put all their eggs in that basket, and it was goddamn impressive.
Yeah, I don't know if literally they just like gassed themselves out from wanting to get that hot 3-0 from Atlanta, but like,
I don't know, dude. All I know is
it just seems so weird. Like, I feel like I should watch the first New York Chicago from Saturday and compare it to the final, because like obviously it was a sweat, and so yes, technically if you watch the final, even though it's a 3-0, it was
call it a sweat.
Yeah, a sweat match.
What's a sweat match?
A sweat match in my head is when both teams are equal in terms of skill level, and it's a sweat fest, because like you actually have to go like 110 and you're still not gaining an edge on your opponent. Look at you, you're sweating right now.
Okay, dude, sure.
Okay.
You just hurt my fucking brain, dude.
I've literally been using that term sweat for like 50 episodes, and you've only just recognized it.
But compare, like, they're professionals.
Yes, Trent, but if you match up against Paris, you know that's not going to be as sweaty as matching up against FaZe.
No,
Yes.
they're professionals.
But at the professional level, there are some matches that you know are not going to be as sweaty as others.
No,
Yeah.
not in this current state of the league. We've had this conversation before. The league is too competitive now to underestimate teams. It is way too competitive. FaZe went game 5 with the fucking Gorillas and probably would have lost if Aqua doesn't snipe Vivid off a head glitch.
That is true.
And they're fucking last. FaZe was first.
My only point that I'm trying to make here, if I use the wrong word, fine. I won't use it.
Dude, don't call sweats, man. It means they're trying.
My point was, I just want to compare Chicago and New York from Saturday versus the final and see if there was any significant difference, whether it was a
Exact same groups. They
diminished.
played the exact same maps.
I know. Just wanted to see if there was any diminished effort on Chicago's side or if it was the exact same gameplay. Because my theory...
Because it lost.
Oh my god. Oh, God.
How could it be the same, dude? When the outcomes were different.
Because if you watched the games, they were both competitive. They were both sweats.
Yeah. No, they were both competitive. You're correct.
Check.
But on one,
On paper,
Chicago won in game 5.
On paper, 3-0 and 2-3 are very different. But if you watch the matches, if you compare the first 3 rounds of Saturday night to the only 3 rounds of Sunday, I imagine there is a lot of similarity. And I just want to make a comparison to see if maybe Chicago was a little slower on Sunday than
And
on
let
Saturday.
me tell you, yes.
Do you think it was because of Atlanta? Do you think? No.
No.
Why do you think it was then?
I think at this... Dude, why are we talking like this? You're pissed, huh? All right.
Because I thought I was making a good point, and you're just smashing my point.
I'm just Dikembe Mutombo at the rim, like, no.
Yeah.
I think once you hit a certain level, like the top half of teams in this league, it's very much the same as like fighting in the UFC. There are matchups that work in your favor, and there's matchups that do not work in your favor. And I think FaZe, with this current meta, lose to Huntsman majority of the time. And I think Huntsman and the subliners are like a 50-50 matchup in this current meta. I think whoever clutches up late game, because you know the games are going to be close, is who's going to end up winning. And obviously, Huntsman in the first series, I'm pretty sure we're on top of their searches. I'm pretty sure they won. Well, they had to win game 5, obviously.
Yeah.
But I want to say they won the first search too. I'm going to check that right now for you. Yeah, talk out of my ass because I do that. Chicago beat them 6-1 on Ramaza SND and then 6-3 on Gunrunner SND. So their searches on Saturday, well, their searches were on point for most of the week. And with the exception of obviously getting 3-0'd in that final. But, they won the first hard point, then they won the S&D, lost the Dom, lost the 4th hard point, went to game 5 and won.
Yep, I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah, so, I don't... That's what I'm saying. I think it's more of a matchup thing than Chicago not showing up. They just... Or, obviously they didn't show up, but they didn't show up for, just in the map. Like, when it came time to clutch up, and they were clutching up previously in the event, the subliners decided to clutch up instead.
Do you think that if Atlanta wouldn't have made such a fuss last week about the AUG getting GA'd and causing such a fit that people didn't want to scrim with them anymore, that directly affected their performance this weekend.
I was actually thinking about that the minute they lost to Chicago. I was like, because obviously, we're not in the pro scene. We don't know what's actually happening. Was the blacklist real? Don't know. I don't watch scrims often, so I don't really know if they were blacklisted. Could the lack of practice on the new meta have affected them? Absolutely. Did they have the lack of practice? That's what I'm not sure of.
I mean, I feel like especially a team like FaZe should have been talented enough that it shouldn't have been that big of a factor.
And that's kind of where I land when I'm making like my claims with the teams, like even regardless of meta changes, like the teams are still the teams. So like that's why I kind of still have Chicago, even though I knew the meta was going to be in their favor with more ARs, because Arcides is an absolute freak.
I mean, I feel like if you're a Call of Duty player of that caliber, no matter what weapon you're using, you're performing well.
When you're good, when you're a good player, you're a good player. That's why like I knew Huntsmen were going to be fine, like provided they play like themselves. But going off of their track record, sometimes or as of recent and online, they haven't been playing like themselves. That's why I kind of still gave them shit. But I'm not going to go and make an outrageous pick saying like Gorillas are going to be the best team in the game because of the meta change. Super unrealistic.
Yeah.
The best teams in the game are going to remain the best teams in the game usually. There just might be a slight shuffle. But it's not going to be like, you're not going to see one team dominate and then get dominated because of a meta change.
Well, I think, I mean, and to be honest, I think that's what we're seeing. There's the blatant outlier that is Florida, but that is not, arguably, that's not just the fact that it's online. It's also them rebuilding the team to be dominant online.
But also, we haven't seen them under the current meta.
We still haven't seen them, yes.
So next weekend, we might find out Florida might not be the best team in the game anymore. They could shift to a number 2.
They could.
Or number 3, or whatever.
But, like, you still kind of do see the trend of the top 4 kind of being consistent, and then it's like 5 to 8 that kind of shuffle around.
They're also closer. So if anybody in that mid-pack has, like, a good event, they usually jump.
But I think ultimately the fans kind of won this event because now there's a team other than the top 4 that have won an event.
There is a 5th team that has now won an event.
Yeah.
And funny enough, dude, 2 times the home series team has made it to the finals, and both times that team has won.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that until today when we were watching. I'm like, New York's in the final. Is this like the only time that the home team has been in the final? And I guess the only other time has been FaZe.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy and also sad. Like, obviously I knew, like, Seattle's home series. Let's be honest. Nobody was expecting.
Let's be honest.
But, like, like the Chicago home series or, like, the Dallas, you're kind of like, it's a real chance they're there.
Yeah.
But just never worked out that way for fucking whatever reason, bro. Because fuck Florida, man. And they ruined everything.
They ruin everything, yeah.
They ruin everything.
And I'll be honest, too. I definitely was being a little stereotypical, and I definitely did not think that New York was going to win their own event.
Fuck no. Yeah. Nobody did, dude. Not even New York thought they were going to win their own event. I can almost guarantee you that.
You imagine just, like, first game, they're like, oh, my God, we are good.
It's so weird. I actually don't... I'm trying to think if this is the first time... Or wait, no, did they lose... Hold on. Now, I lost my train of thought, and now... Or, well, I didn't lose my train of thought, but, like, I was going to say something confidently, and then I realized I wasn't confident.
What are you trying to say?
So, dude, Florida got knocked to losers in their second match. They had to play a 1 knockout match.
When was this?
And then it got them into semis. Okay. The Saturday, so they lost first game on Saturday, or last game on Friday, or first game on Saturday. Fuck, Jesus. Florida? So they got knocked to losers early. I wanted to know. I was trying to think if, like, this is the earliest or like the biggest comeback we've had all year. Because, you know, most of the time you go through like winners without losing a series and you win the event. That's normally how it's happened.
Yeah.
But like New York lost early and then got put in the knockout and then made bracket for semis and then won. But like every other team that has won, I'm pretty sure no team has come out of the loser side to win it.
You know, and definitely because of how the game is structured now, the losers bracket like hype in terms of
it's not the same.
It's not the same as last year for sure. Like
this might be the first time someone who was a loser won the event.
Like watching 100 Thieves last year go from losers bracket and come all the way to semis was like, oh my god.
The stupidest shit you'll ever see.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking through all the events right now, and this might be the first time a team has won after losing. And I'm pretty sure. I mean, we're getting fucking close now.
Would you count Atlanta? Like, wasn't that the Minnesota event?
Is it this last? No, Minnesota.
What was the event that
phase 3-2, phase 3-2?
They got a bunch of game fives in a row.
Yeah, that was Minnesota, but they lost in the final. They didn't win the event. So I'm saying, like, I think it's the first time we've had a winner who lost a series. It is the first time we've had a winner who lost a series.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Another first. We have our fifth winner. Our first new winner since Florida. And now, you know, they're the first team to ever win by losing.
And also, Pristini getting a new Modern Warfare record for most kills in a Damo. Or longest, not most kills, sorry, longest kill streak in a Damo. He got their new record for it with 15.
What was it before, like 13?
Probably.
Oh, shit, I did not know that. Thank you for educating me.
I saw that on Twitter that they had announced that he got the record.
His Hackney Dawn performance was filthy.
That was insane.
Yeah. I was like, how's this guy not an AR? What's he doing? This is insane.
Yeah, and I guess like he's not typically given an AR, and it's crazy.
He played like a crackhead when you didn't need to.
Yeah.
He was the first guy where people were like, why is this guy moving so much, dude? Chill out, bro. And he was just running all of the time. I was like, holy fuck. This guy needs to relax.
Yeah, dude. I don't even know. Like, by champs, is it just going to be a 5-man AR team?
That'd be hilarious. I don't think it would hurt the game, I'll be honest. I think the way the game plays right now, it really doesn't fucking matter, the meta.
No.
The sad part is I think a lot of people are just sick of it. They're just waiting for the new one.
Yeah, but I think if you are thinking like that and not looking at the $2 million prize pool that's coming up, and
$4.6 million prize pool.
Yeah, I think you're
$2 million for first place.
I think you're being ridiculous to think
I agree.
like that.
I'm just saying. I'm speaking more of like I'm not a pro. I'm speaking more from just like everybody in general. We're all kind of sick of this shit.
Well, I think a lot of people got deflated when they said that they're not going to do LAN events for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I mean that definitely probably plays a factor.
They kind of gassed out a lot of the fans, and it probably gassed out some of the pros.
I mean, if you haven't had success all year, like my team, like Seattle, probably completely chalking the year because. Dude, $2 million is fucking worth it, but might not be worth it to them.
Okay. Let's wrap this up. I want to announce. Let's pick a MVP of the event.
But it has to be on the subliners, right?
Yes. Who do you think of the subliners was kind of going off?
I don't think like individually. Everybody had their maps.
Yeah.
I think if I'm going to give an MVP because I have to, it would probably be Zuma. Because every fucking time they needed a flank, Zuma did it. And it worked every single time. The Zuma flanks were OP. But I mean, like, the Dom against Huntsman, Temp went off. Mac went off on multiple maps. Attach went off on some maps. Tommy went off on some maps. And then fucking Accuracy had that gross 1v3 to close out the SND. Like, dude, everybody on that team played well. Everybody seemed to step up when they needed somebody to step up.
Yeah, I was actually going to say Accuracy because of his 3v1 clutch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, when something needed to happen, somebody did it. Mm-hmm. It wasn't always the same person, just somebody fucking did it.
Definitely. Well, I think this weekend, like, both New York and Chicago were like an overall solid team. Like, typically for Chicago, I always expect like either Formal to go off or Scump to go off, but not necessarily everybody.
Not so much Scump, dude.
I mean, Scump will, but when Scump goes off, he goes off.
Yeah, it just happens so not frequently anymore that I've taken a lot of stock out of it. No offense, Scumpy. I love you.
I love you.
But, you know, if you need somebody to go off, dude, I'm fucking looking at Alec, the big man, and being like, hey, Fry, please. But if the Chicago that play FaZe plays fucking anybody else, they're getting smoked. Like Chicago will smoke everybody if they play the game the way they played against FaZe.
I was gonna say, do you keep? Well, I think it's an easy comment to say, but like, do you keep the Huntsman team as it is right now without and just continue to not play gunless?
Yeah,
I kind of think so too.
I don't see how you bring gunless back in and him not be pissed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, you drop me and you want me to come back, I'm telling you to eat a dick. Ain't happening. I'm like, if you're going to keep me on the fucking bench, I'm going to stay on the fucking bench, dude. I'm going to collect my check and I'm going to fucking play Warzone, stream Warzone, eat a dick.
That's going to be the worry. It's like, if someone gets sick or whatever and you throw gunless in, I think...
General.
You throw in General?
You throw in General instead.
Yeah.
You can't... Like, the Enable thing was different because it's Enable.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a calm, cool, like, free-flowing dude that, like, it doesn't matter what the fuck happens, he's chilling. But a guy like Gunless, man, who's, like, known to have an attitude and be vocal, like, you literally got rid of him because vibes were bad, basically.
Yeah.
And you bring in Pristini, and, like, you're making that switch for the long haul. It's not a fucking temporary thing.
By the way, what's really funny is if you actually go to the Huntsman roster, Pristini's photo is still his Florida Mutineers shirt.
Shows you where he started. That doesn't piss me off that much.
You could at least Photoshop that shit, you know?
Yeah, but it's kind of cool to see that. To see, like, what kind of, like, the trades that happened and what went down.
Yeah.
Now that he came from a different team and now he's here. I think that's kind of cool.
You know what's kind of fucked up is, at least for me, I didn't even know Bose was on the team until I saw him in the Warzone today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my dude, you're out of touch.
Like, I just thought like he hung out with them from the Optic days, but like I didn't even
kind of what he's doing.
Yeah, it didn't even clue in that he was actually on the team.
He's kind of just there because they needed somebody there.
Yeah.
I wish they picked me. That'd be dope.
Yeah, Chen, well, you got to get your name out there, dude.
I guess.
I think you know what you do. You know what you do. You pull this cowboy move. You fly to Chicago, spend 14 days in the hotel because of quarantine, and then you knock on Huntsman headquarters, NRG headquarters, bust through the door, and go, I challenge the first Huntsman player I see at headquarters.
Okay.
And then you just walk around.
Couple problems. One, none of them are in Chicago. So going to Chicago makes no fucking sense, does it?
Challenge Hex. I don't know.
Dude, I'd have to go to Texas.
You have to go to Texas.
Knock on Stumpy's fucking door and be like, "Get me on the team."
Rewind. You fly to Texas.
Okay.
You fly.
Go to the Hex quarters.
Go to Hex quarters. And just
Feel like
stand in the
Fallout
middle of the
Boy
room with the single light on you, in like your bow pose, or you're just like this.
Okay.
You wait for the first one to show up. It could be 9 a.m. It could be 5:30 p.m. But
Okay, so I'll be tired.
But you stand there like this the whole time. And then finally, like, fucking General walks in for some reason. Maybe he left his bag there the day before.
Okay.
He walks in, and you're like, you, me, 1v1, I take your spot right now. And he goes, who the fuck are you? Get the hell out of here. And then you go, okay, sorry.
Well, his first question is going to be, how the fuck did you get one light to just shine on you? Would be the first question. There's no spotlights in there, bro. Who is my fucking electrician? I have a
You
personal
go to Home
electrician?
Depot and you buy a portable pot light. That's what I was trying to say. A portable pot light.
A potable port light.
Yeah,
okay?
potable. It's got to be able.
Yeah.
You got to be able to drink it.
Yeah.
You get a potable pot light.
Yeah.
You mount it to the ceiling with sticky tape so that it just shines on you, and then you turn the rest of the lights off. That's how you get your one light.
Okay. Well, dude, I'm in. Flying to Texas. Fuck it.
And I will film this for you.
Okay.
All right. So stay tuned for that, where we break into Hex quarters and go to jail.
We'll definitely go to jail.
But we will get Trent on the Huntsman team.
That'd be sick. Just if I could have my name up there, it'd be sick.
I mean, at this point, dude, without having any sort of like online notoriety, I think you have to pull a crazy move like that to get anybody's attention.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that definitely wouldn't work, but
I mean, if anything, you might be mentioned in Hex's next podcast of like, listen, this crazy fucking guy.
Well, yeah, he's not gonna get my name out though.
No, but at least
like some idiot was here.
And then when you get out of jail, you comment on his podcast. It was me.
Yeah. Boom, 250,000 followers.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That's how it works.
That's what you
It's
do.
networking.
You gotta challenge people, like, you know how like people in Pokemon just randomly will challenge you as soon as you see them. That's what you gotta do. But you're obviously not gonna see them in Edmonton, so you gotta fly your ass to Texas.
This is derailing, bro. You're derailing the shit out of this train. I don't know if we had a train going. You're derailing the shit out of it.
We never have a train, dude. We just talk nonsense for 40 minutes and make people listen to it.
Yep.
And then
This is going up. This is going up tomorrow, right?
Yes, it's going up Monday.
Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
But yeah, that's about it. I don't know if you had any actual final thoughts about the event.
My final thoughts are, I better see comments on this video saying happy birthday, because I'll be pissed if you don't say that to me.
Sounds good. Happy birthday in advance.
Cool. Well, I mean, when I listen or when I go onto the video, the fact that you just said it there, it'll be right.
It'll be right. So, so I shouldn't say advance then, because then
Happy
when you
birthday,
listen to this, I'd be saying that's tomorrow. But since it's today, meaning the day that you're listening, I'll say happy birthday. So
Also, happy birthday to my present and future self.
Wow, dude. You wishing yourself happy birthday?
I am.
Happy birthday to my fine, sexy self. Did you at least take a shower?
I did shower today. Okay. I did.
I'll be honest, I took a very late shower today.
Yeah.
Like
You know what late shower means, folks? Didn't do it.
No, it means like, oh, it's 11:30. I should probably take a shower.
Jesus. Wait, 11:30 in the morning?
Yeah.
That's not late. You're showering.
I was gonna say, like normal people probably shower within the hour that they wake up. No, either that or it's an hour before they go to bed.
Not me.
You shower midday.
The minute I get home from work.
That's fair. That's fair. I've heard that too.
Yeah. I mean, dude, today I showered at like 5 p.m.
I mean, if we're gonna really break it down, The most I've ever done is I've done a wake up shower in the morning, a rinse off after work,
Okay.
and then a full shower before I go to bed.
Okay.
So, like, the morning shower is just water. The rinse off shower after work is just water. And then the full shower is like water, soap, shampoo, conditioner, oils, laxative, all that stuff.
So basically, Matt wastes a fuckload of water because he does rinse-offs. Blame him for all the global environmental problems. Matt's causing all of them.
I'll just say, if you're part of the hashtag Thickboy Nation and you're not taking multiple rinse-offs, you stink. Because I know you stink.
Jesus, man.
I'm just saying, if you want people's attention in a positive way and you don't want to come off smelly, you need at least an extra rinse off, is all I'm saying. If there's any life advice that I'd give to the Thick Boy Nation, take an extra rinse off before you go anywhere. I don't care if you've already showered, get a rinse off. You're welcome.
Okay. And on that bombshell of a note that Matt's wasting all the water in the world, that'll do it for this did we wrap up fucking anything?
No, we never wrap up anything in the show.
My God. We're the worst.
Thank you for listening to our semi-relevant New York results breakdown, commentary,
Don't worry, the title's still going to say post show.
It's gonna look so informative. Yeah. It's just gonna be 50 minutes of us wasting everybody's time.
We are pieces of shit. But if you liked it, we love you. So
if you like it, we love you. Make sure to tell us in the comments if you're sick of our shit.
Also wish me a happy birthday.
Make sure to wish him happy birthday, because he'll be pissed. Yeah. And he'll blame you if he doesn't have a happy birthday. And we will see you guys on Thursday with a new breakdown of the London event. But until then, we'll see you on the next episode. Throw that Nate, Trent.
Congrats, Temp and Mac, on the first chip. That's the last one you're getting.
Oh, shots fired.